Jess has been fingered by the one and only DJ Infinite, so it is official. We are back, y'all, at the Secrets Hideaway podcast. We got some special guests, and of course, the one and only Jordan Marshall.
Hey, I'm here too, y'all. Isn't that great? It's a Wednesday. You always know it's Wednesday because we're in the house once again on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. Jess, amazing intro. Way to set the tone. And man, it's been a crazy week, but we got great friends here, like you were saying. We got Dwayne and Buffy in the house from Swinger Society. What's up, y'all?
How's it going, guys? How you going?
Yeah. Babe, I'm pumped for this one, y'all. Great conversation. You know, we always have Dwayne and Buffy on the chats.
We do.
You know, chiming in with all the comedy and having some fun. And now we got them live on the show.
Yes.
It is very exciting, and you guys, let me tell y'all, we know Dwayne and Buffy, but we've never really truly had time to actually sit down and talk to them.
We were just talking about this 10 minutes ago. We never really broke it down with them, right?
Until today, y'all. And their story is crazy. It's so much fun, great energy. So make sure, get all your questions ready.
That's right. We're going to unpack it today and definitely jump into things with Dwayne and Buffy in just a few. Welcome, guys. Once again, it's going to be an amazing weekend. I know you're all ready for the Swinger Society Takeover weekend. And before we get to that, we had an amazing weekend here on property this past weekend. We shattered numbers, y'all. We broke records here at Secrets Hideaway. It was the Beyond Lifestyles Takeover, y'all. The homie Max Styles, our GM, brought the crew out again, full force, and it was an amazing takeover weekend, right, baby?
It was so much fun. All the energy, all the dancing, all the amazing outfits. Y'all, let me tell you.
Crazy.
This weekend, too, I can't wait to see all the themes, but last weekend, people turned up.
Yo, it was crazy. Shout out to all the performers, the homie Triggs with the hip-hop performances, our special guest DJs, Doughboy, El Bully. The whole crew was in the house, and man, it was vibes from all over the world. Like you said, babe, the costumes and the outfits for the themes were on point. Everybody came with amazing vibes, great energy, and it was an amazing time.
It's going to be so much. It was a fun weekend, and we're excited and looking forward to what this takeover entails.
That's right. We're right smack in the middle of takeover season, y'all. We're kicking off the spring and getting into those summer vibes here at Secrets Hideaway, and we have the Swinger Society Takeover on deck, baby. Dwayne, Buffy, you're in the house. I know y'all don't miss a Swinger Society Takeover. What are you looking forward to most about this week?
The vibe.
Yeah?
Always the vibe. Anytime I come here, we come over here. So first of all, we are from Louisiana.
Yep.
So if you need a translator, we can probably put it at the bottom. That way you can understand what we're saying. But the vibe that comes with this place, I mean, Secrets, and then when Swing Nation comes in, Swinger Society, we love to bring the vibe, but everybody just... I tell people all the time when I talk to them, you can't explain it, you have to experience it.
Man, such a great way to put it, Dwayne. And, like Jess was saying before at the beginning of the show, we've known both Dwayne and Buffy for a couple of years now with the Swinger Society Takeover. Getting to know them more and more every time we see them has been such a great, thing for us and the community here. They're such amazing individuals. And, when you really get that vibe as sort of like a cornerstone, because you guys, you definitely helped Dan and Lacey out in kind of, helping with the energy, putting this together. You have your cornerstones of Swinger Society. We have our groups. We have the ladies, Dan, Lacey, the crew from Swinger Society, everybody that puts this event together every time. You guys are kind of like the hype people, y'all. Everywhere I look, Dwayne, you're like hype, bro. You love to dance. I mean, if anybody knows Dwayne, y'all, and you know this dude, he gonna be out there front and center in front of the DJ booth, quite possibly like the extra sexy squad member for the weekend, right, baby?
That's right. And Buffy jumps right in.
Right?
And their duo, y'all, just look at them. They're a great time. Great, fun to watch.
Did y'all always love to dance? Always love getting out there?
Absolutely.
All the energy?
No, I was a wallflower.
He is no. I'm more of the prop. Dwayne's just kind of always front and center, and so I just follow his lead. But one thing I do love about him is when he is dancing and having fun, he's always making eye contact with me, and that's super sexy. So notice that?
Y'all hear that? You want to say? Oh, hang on, Buffy. Let's. Would you mind saying that one more time for everybody at home? What do you like that Dwayne does really well?
I like when Dwayne is poolside and dancing and just being himself, and he's constantly making eye contact.
With
eye contact
with who?
With me the whole time.
With who?
With me.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that out there? Hey, listen, Jess and I tell you all the time. Secrets Hideaway is a fantasy-driven property. We love that. That's what everybody comes here for, rocking and rolling. But when you're hanging out with your better half, it's always awesome to know where the sauce is coming from. And then anything else that happens on the outside of it is accenting your relationship.
Absolutely.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
And that's kind of how Jess and I approach the lifestyle a little bit. It's so cool to see like-minded individuals that, when you put all the amazing branches of this lifestyle tree together, I feel like that's when the sexy stuff comes into play, right, babe?
That's right. And organic, y'all.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
I try. It's very hard not to control life, right? Because you feel if you take control, things are gonna go correct, right? Not always, but especially in lifestyle, it's just you just never know. And even with you guys, like the energy today is just so great, and that's what it's about: is learning everyone's story, just fueling the energy, and then just seeing where the weekend goes.
Absolutely.
When our people are on property, we feel it, right?
We do.
Yes,
I love it.
yes.
All right, y'all. So we're breaking it down right here live on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. We're back. It's another Wednesday. It's heating up outside, and the vibes are already on point. We got the Swinger Society crew already on property. We're getting ready for another amazing takeover weekend, and we got Dwayne and Buffy in the house. We're talking all things lifestyle, all things secrets, Swinger Society. Y'all, you've been a part of this Swinger Society crew for how long? Would you say this?
Pretty much the beginning. And so it's going on about 5 years.
5 years? Okay,
About
awesome.
5 years. So this is our 10th trip to Secrets.
Amazing, y'all. And have you been lifestyle for 5 years or before that? You said you kind of...
So, backstory with it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Of course, everyone has their own lives. I was in the lifestyle as a bull. Buffy was in this lifestyle as a hot wife.
That is a single male as a bull, and the hot wife is obviously a married woman that, performs for her husband, but her husband's into watching her perform, right?
Correct.
So
Politely saying.
life happens. She wound up, they found that they weren't compatible. So we wound up getting together, and we decided, you know what, let's try it out together. We have never experienced it as a couple.
Right.
And I'll be honest, there was a lot of bumps and bruises. There was a lot to learn. And I'll give this woman all the credit. She, instead of us just giving up, she said, you know what, let me research. So she literally got on the podcast, started listening to Dan and Lacey.
Right.
And just
shout out to Dan and Lacey.
Yes,
Just listening,
absolutely.
yes.
And listening to Lacey, I realized that a lot of her feelings and emotions and concerns she had as a woman, as a married woman in the lifestyle, was a lot of what I was going through and experiencing. And it made me feel very comfortable. I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not imagining any of this.
Right.
This is real life. And they,
She's-
of course...
she's not crazy. She's
I'm
not crazy.
They, of course, were coming to Secrets, and I just basically was like, hey, we should try Secrets out. And he's like, what is Secrets? What are you talking about? And that was our first weekend here, and we connected with everyone, and they accepted us and welcomed us as if we had been knowing them for years.
Yeah.
20 minutes after talking to him, we were family.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, and we've grown into having so many genuine friendships that are very low maintenance. To the point of
Aren't
you
those the best kinds?
That's the
The
best.
best.
You can talk, 6 months can pass by, and when you see each other, it's like you spoke yesterday.
Yes.
Right where you left
And
off.
You have just done nothing but created your own family.
And there's no BS. It's not like,
no.
oh, listen to all this. Obviously, the crazy stuff comes into play, but it's always like, hey, how you been? What's going on? Let's
Yes.
catch up. It's like,
Yes.
it's not what can one side do for the other side.
No.
It's just...
Not at all. It has to be genuine. It has to be organic, like Jess said. If you force it, trust me, when you force it, it does not work.
No.
Love
always
it.
backfires.
Love it. Words to live by. A little bit of wisdom here with both Dwayne and Buffy from Swinger Society. We're locked in on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. And babe, that's such a cool point that Dwayne made, like the first, full swap situation, as you call it, the bumps and bruises that you go through, because there is a lot to that. Jess and I have never done a soft swap or a full swap yet. We're, still on our lifestyle journey, which is very much BDSM. And, we love being with each other. We know we're voyeurs and like watching all this sexy
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
And,
Let me ask you this. Are y'all judged? But anyway, does anybody say, oh, what do you mean you know? No one judges.
Right.
Everyone accepts. And that's the best thing about it.
well, the people that we surround ourselves with.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
that's the
Correct,
other thing
correct.
too, is that you sort of find your vibe and your people, and
Yes.
and there's no wrong answer at all in lifestyle. It's just I feel like what's right for us right now
Correct.
and the journey. And I can't even imagine, bro, because Jess and I were talking about this the other day, and babe, we got to hit this. Like, thinking about we have our sexy time, and it's a lot of fun. It's amazing. But I don't know what I would do if we were hanging and all of a sudden Dwayne did something and made you make a noise that I've never made you make in the room at that time. And I'm like, funny. I've never made it. Now I got to keep my eyes on the prize and stay with it and like try not to go limp. I mean, there's so many things that are
Yes.
happening at that moment. Like, so I can't, and I'm talking, this is my homie right now. So I'm just trying to think where my mind would be. I still can't even wrap my head around it. You know what I mean? So crazy, right, babe?
It is. So Jordan and I are doing this, like how we told you, sometimes we look at all things research, right? So it's like, what are we struggling with in the lifestyle? Or things that are not struggling, but we want to talk about. How do we get it out to research and hear how other people's have tackled these similar scenarios? Like, so Buffy and I were kind of talking, and even before the podcast, how you've had your own separate lifestyle journey with someone else, and now you found the person like you're meant to be
Same.
with, and that you want to do lifestyle, and
Same.
it feels it's not replacing anything,
Right.
it's enhancing. But it's like how to take those uncomfortable scenarios or like things you're even still trying to figure out, like the trial and error, how to talk and get through those bumps and work through everything.
Communication.
Communication is key. You have to. What we've learned is we kind of pregame before we go to an event,
Okay.
and we talk about, hey, maybe we might have seen a couple at a previous event that we might have been interested in, but we just didn't have that time to connect. So if the scenario presents itself, would you want to? Do you not want to? And honestly, when we first started our journey,
We
it
didn't talk.
happened. We didn't talk, and there might have been he's interested in the wife.
There's a
I might have
situation.
been.
There's a situation that you talk about small things.
Right.
Yeah.
We were in a situation, in a play situation. I moved the girl's hair a certain way. She took it personal because that's something I do with her.
That's how he would touch me.
So it's learning.
right?
Man.
It's learning.
So it's
something-
learning.
It was honest, but we were so young into it, learning. It was little bumps and bruises, but
I hear
it was
you
something
on
like
that.
that it could have been detrimental. You know, there's things I always learn. It's not the big ones; it's the little things that can be detrimental, and that's what you have to
there's
learn.
no timeline. Being in the lifestyle as a couple is not linear.
Right.
You are going to continuously experience things.
Yes.
You're going to come across situations almost every time. It might present in a new way. So you have to be able to talk and figure it out and say, okay, I didn't appreciate this. I like this, or if this happens again, maybe we'll handle it differently. And that's what it's about. It's communicating.
I'm just gonna start snapping it up. I'm just gonna start snapping it up, and I ain't gonna stop, baby, because they're dropping nuggets
Yes,
right now.
yes.
This is such amazing lifestyle sauce, y'all. And you know, this doesn't have to be your path, so to speak, but the etiquette, the structure, the sincerity, honesty, just the transparency, all these things that we talk about and that we vet, and I say we, but the community.
Yep.
These are all cornerstones for like the on-ramping of getting to the next step,
Yeah,
right, babe?
absolutely.
That's right. I apologize. Sorry. Can you address?
Yeah, no, we got a bunch of people checking in. I'm going to get to the chat in just a second. We got Amber Walker checking in. We got Rochelle checking in. We got Greg watching in the house. Devin Nick said they're obsessed with the two of y'all. We got Josie Reed saying that their first visit to Secrets here will be July 4th. Love it. Welcome, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
almost welcoming you on 4th of July weekend. That's going to be a banger weekend, right, baby?
That's right.
We also got Tim in the house. Tim Daly says that he's a single dude. What night is accommodating for single men? Hey, listen, Tuesday night's a great night for single guys to come on over and check things out. Tim, we got you. And we also got Bo in the house. Bo Martin's in the house. Said 4 of the coolest people they've ever met right on one screen.
Thanks, Bo.
Hey,
We
it's the
love,
least we could do for you.
our ex club, the Canadians. We love you.
Man, we love our Canadian lifestylers, and we can't wait to have y'all back. I love it, y'all. You got Dwight in the house, baby, doing it. I love it. You're working both ends, bro. It's great. It's great. A lot of the Legrands are in the house with their peeps. He makes his own comments. I love it. So then you got Gail and Bob in the house, and they're saying, tell the truth that most couples don't like fat people. What's that about? It's not. Listen, Jess and I, we don't see what's hot anymore. What's fat anymore? What's skinny anymore? What's the way the world is, y'all? It's energy and emotion. If you got that energy and emotion and you're fun and you're feeling flirty and sexy, that's attractive to us, right, Jess?
I'm not
And that's just for us.
I'm not
That's
a body
us.
type person.
Right.
I think she knows me. I'm not a body type person.
Right.
I'm an attitude.
Yep.
If you the way you carry
Personality.
yourself, if you're confident, there's an attraction. It catches my attention.
Right?
Yep.
And it's not saying, but no one judges. It's just how you present yourself and what you think of yourself. And if you present yourself and you say, hey, this is what I'm going to be, go be yourself.
You
What
could
does it
walk
matter?
here being one of the hottest people in the room, but if you are an ass, you are an ass.
What-
And you are not
What if
getting
we
any
told you
attention
that a
from
lot
me.
of the lifestyle problem is you having trouble with looking
Yes.
at yourself in the mirror?
But I say
Yes.
everyone's accepting. I always say this. One of the best things I ever heard, because Jordan has them too. Well, we all have them. But
Straight up.
people with tattoos don't care if you don't have them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That-
So people in lifestyle, we are accepting of everyone. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
What a great comment.
I will accept it.
So
You know what I'm saying?
good.
It's who you are. As long as you don't come in trying to control. Just
And
be
one of the
yourself.
beautiful things at Secrets is you will see everybody
Everything.
type, and you will see everyone being comfortable. This is one of the places where you can come and be yourself, and it is 100% freeing. It's liberating. Where else can you do this? And you'll have everyone walking around, someone who's in shape, someone who, just is wanting to experience this for the first time. Nobody judges. We're all
100%.
accepting. We are all accepting.
That is so true. Can I talk one highlight I got to talk about at the Beyond Lifestyle Takeover, y'all? Jordan, do you remember this? Okay, so you guys, I literally my mind was blown. jaw dropped. It was the sexiest thing, and it was energy. This beautiful, curvaceous woman from Beyond Lifestyle literally went upside down and on her hands did like the tripod.
Right.
Up, legs in the air, killed it through the whole song.
Beautiful,
Tight,
beautiful.
and everyone got up and cheered
Gorgeous.
so loud because
Yeah.
I was like,
It was one of the
Just-
sexiest, thickest handstands, and she had it, yo. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
like literally,
Killed it.
like an Olympic gymnast would have it.
And where else could she go to be comfortable?
Incredible,
Thank
You know,
incredible.
where else could she go?
it was so amazing, y'all. That's one of like, it was so beautiful.
And it looked like it was like meant to happen, right?
Totally. It was so
cool.
good.
Amazing stuff, and that's one of the things you never know what's going to happen at Secrets, what you're going to
Right,
run into
right, right.
because it's always
Exactly.
different.
If you're being judged, I always say, look in the mirror. Are you judging yourself first?
Right.
Because a lot of times people are not. And if you are being judged, you're with the wrong people.
Yep, you haven't found your tribe.
Yep.
Simple enough.
Your vibe attracts your tribe.
Is everybody writing these down? I feel like every week, our past 3 or 4 episodes, y'all, you really got to get into the archive. And if you've just jumped on and started following the official Secrets Hideaway podcast, each and every Wednesday, Jess and myself, we have some of the most amazing lifestyle guests here on the show to chop up this amazing culture that is just starting to become popular everywhere now. Now you're finding that all the social media outlets, restaurants, there's a restaurant out there called Dick's. And the theme of the restaurant is to put a hat on and they talk trash to you the entire time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I find that, when you go to certain restaurants or vibes or places like this out in vanilla world or the real world, as we like to call it, aside from a lifestyle spot or Secrets, people are trying to incorporate lifestyle and vibe into their everyday lives. They're trying their best. They're trying, and some's working out, some's not. But here, we already have it kind of carved out. If you want that, you can just kind of come here. So we're starting more. People are starting to become more empowered by it, speaking up about it. You're finding different topics from all over the world, in the country. It's not just Florida anymore, or spaces or places where it's warm, where you could be naked. It's everybody as a culture, right, Boo?
That is correct. And another thing we have, or another story that comes to mind, is we had a girl, she was once again very curvaceous, and she literally comes here to be naked because she feels less judged here naked than she does in vanilla world with full clothes on.
Yeah.
And she lives in Minnesota. She goes to the Mall of America in like a bunch of layers. So she's out. She's
Right.
like, and I have a turtleneck sweater, my hat. You could barely see me, and she's nervous to go out.
Absolutely.
Here,
Absolutely.
no tan lines.
None. No. You're 100% yourself here.
It's crazy to see the mentality. How it's almost like the second you land in Orlando at the airport, the mind switch goes in,
Yes.
and it's Secrets mode, right?
It does.
Yes,
It definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah, you feel comfortable. And I said, but you have to be comfortable with yourself. You have
Right.
to just let it go, man. Quit thinking about everything. Just do it. I'm saying.
What made you both like kind of say, hey, we're you were a bull and you were hot wife in it. Like, did you guys found this world together? For what reasons did you guys jump into the lifestyle world? I guess to begin with, what drew you to this culture, the community, the idea of non-monogamy? You know what I mean?
So for me, my story is a little different than Dwayne's. In a past relationship, I was cheated on. And I kind of sort of leaned on a guy friend of mine and told him what was happening. And I had been knowing this person for several years. Well, I retaliated with this one person. And I told my partner at the time about it. And 2 days later, he comes to me and he's like, I've been thinking about what you shared with me and I'm kind of digging it. It's hot. And I'm like, what do you mean? So one thing led to another. I did not know there was a terminology as hot wife. I did not know what that meant.
Right.
So come to find out, I was in the lifestyle, just not in the way I knew it even existed.
Like, I didn't even know I was doing this.
I didn't even know I was doing this.
She did.
I didn't.
That's crazy.
And so Dwayne and I's story is also very different. So we grew up together. My family and his family were connected. And
I was hoping we were going to get into this
We
story.
were
He's
gonna
kind of
get
touched
into
on it
that.
outside.
Yeah.
Y'all got to realize
Yeah.
Dwayne and Buffy before. So Buffy is going to get into it. These two have known each other since they're little, like kids. Y'all grew up together,
Literally.
and the story is very funny. So
Yes.
we'll have you
So,
guys jump back in.
No, we are not cousins, but I love telling people she's my cousin.
And Jess and I can repeat it. They are not related, y'all.
Not
So when you see
related.
them, they are not cousins at all. It has been proven. So no cousins.
My grandfather was dating her grandmother.
Right.
When we were kids, so we would go to family gatherings, Easter, whatnot, and she was mean
You
as
know how
hell.
you have
This
that
could happen
advantage?
to anyone, ladies and
It
gentlemen.
could.
Okay.
And just because we're from Louisiana means nothing.
She was
But
mean as hell. She used to hit me Oh my God, she loved my brother, couldn't stand me. I'm like, this is messed up. So
No, I did not.
I think that's called flirting, you know, at that age.
Because I let
didn't
Jess
really
beat me, but it's in the bedroom. I like,
right.
you know, like.
But
So.
you know how you always have the extended family or a family friend, and it's just so much easier to say we're cousins, and that's how we're
Right.
it was
cousins.
always
Yeah.
so
We grew up believing we were in
we
fact
believed.
cousins.
Well, then my grandfather unfortunately passed unexpectedly, and the families kind of drew apart. You know, you don't really see each other. And I see her in high school, and she made it known that we're not related. I was like, really? Good to know.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so we kind of began dating at that point. But by then, he had already enlisted in the military and he was set to leave.
She was still in high school, so and this is now we're a little older. This is before social media, so there was writing. We wrote on paper and sent it. You know, it's slow mail, snail mail. I was in boot camp, got a letter from her. Was all excited. Sent a letter back, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna pull my heart out. So I said, I hope you wait for me when I come back. I want you to come with me. And the letter came back to me.
Return to
And
sender.
return to sender. I said,
Hope I got the wrong address.
Well, and so the same thing happened to me. I wrote to him, and it got sent back to me. The story goes that he got moved from one camp to another camp.
I was gone before I got.
and I was sending it to an address where he no longer was.
I was gonna say there sounded like there was some officer who
There
didn't like the mail you were
was.
getting,
There
you know, and he
was,
wasn't
right?
he wasn't sending the message.
I mean, so in boot camp, we had a board with all the pictures of girlfriends, and her picture was up there. That's who I
Right.
was. I freaking.
Everybody
adored
knew.
her. Everyone knew.
Yeah.
I adored her.
Except me. I didn't know.
So she didn't believe the story. So I found a yearbook from my graduation, and I showed
Right.
it to her, flipped it open, and she started crying.
Yeah, that was my picture.
I'll be damned.
But isn't it great when you really think about how long you've known somebody? You're
Right.
like,
Yeah.
holy shit, you know? Like, and I bet the first time, you know, when you guys finally sealed the deal, you probably looked at each other and been like, well, we can't tell anybody we're related anymore.
No, we can't. We
No.
can't.
Definitely
But I
gotta,
still do it.
we
I
gotta
still do
scrap
it.
that story now.
I still
but-
do it.
No,
That's
he'll-
hilarious.
he does it all the time. He'll do it.
She'd be
all
like,
the
what?
time.
Like fifth cousins? It's cool.
No, she's like, we're cousins, and I walk off.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there like, wait, no, we're not.
What a mic drop, y'all.
I
Hey,
feel
so
they
if
like
you ever
doing
see
that.
them,
See
you know,
how
talking
we
trash.
Squirrel a little bit. They're like,
Yeah.
what? We're like, what? No. That's not what. No, take it back. We used to be, you know.
Yeah.
Come back here. Let's explain it. You know?
I love
But
it.
so then 20 plus years go by, and we reconnected during COVID. And I reached out to him on Facebook, and he was like, wait, is this really you? What's going on? And we reconnected, and the rest is history.
That's it. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is so.
But
cool.
it's just like kind of when you know, you know. And honestly, for everything Jess and I know, y'all, that's how we've seen you. And your energy, you two together, is so incredible. Because even when you're not technically together, standing out there by the pool or in the club, and you're still kind of, you know, hanging out, you're still doing your thing as a couple. So it's so cool to see that regardless of not obstacles, but the other, you know, adrenaline points and fantasy points that come through the secrets.
Right.
If y'all want them to be a part of your relationship, you're gonna go for it and vet it. If you don't, it's not that it's bad. We can maybe have a drink and have a dance in the club, but you know, we'll
So,
keep doing our thing, right?
Backtracking real quick to what the question he asked. The reason why we both came to each other and said, look, our previous relationships didn't work out. I think there's something because we both like the lifestyle. We want to do this together.
Right.
So that's why we decided to jump in, because we both had something missing from the relationships we felt that weren't there, that we felt together. This might be something. You know what? We don't know till we try. Luckily, we tried because we found out a whole nother world and a whole nother experience that we love. But it was genuine, but it wasn't forced. As though we discussed it, we talked about it. And I said, I'm not going to live the rest of my life and not try. And that's what we did.
Yeah, and I didn't know this community even existed, but I knew what I was getting in my current relationships was not enough. There was something else I was searching for. And then when I came here and I found my people, I was like, that's the missing puzzle piece. So, yeah.
This is so cool, y'all. We're chopping it up live. We're breaking it down with our good friends, Buffy and Dwayne from Swinger Society, getting ready for an amazing Swinger Society takeover weekend here at Secrets Hideaway, y'all. We got great comments on the chat. We got our amazing lifestyle community checking in. Babe, Jackie and Steve said that secrets can't be explained. It can't be broken down. The energy and emotion, he said the four of us are hitting exactly what it is. And they love, as always, that they hope that their special place is everyone's special place. And we think that too, y'all. Jackie, Steve, Secrets Hideaway is such a slice of heaven. And this is a privilege, right, babe?
That's right. And Jackie and Steve love Secrets Hideaway so much. I think they might be condo owners as well.
You know what? When you own a condo here, it's something a little bit more special. So shout out to our condo owners. We love it. And y'all, Dwayne, Buffy, you guys have always been such a great, blend of energy, dancing, smiles. Like, are y'all ever, because Jess and I get it all the time, right? You guys are always happy, always in a good mood. We never see you guys like kind of down. And it's never perfect. We know, you have to kind of weave, thread the needle.
You should have seen this morning.
We broke up 8 times today, bro, but we're here doing the podcast.
She woke up and I was like,
We all go through it. We do. I mean, it's not perfect, and you could be together for 5 years, 20 years. You will still have bumps in the road. We still do. I mean,
Well,
we have our
that was
moments.
part of it, and I think for Jess and I, and Jess, you could add on to this too, because I know we look up to you guys too,
Yeah.
Jess and I, in this.
well, I'm a little bit taller. That's why.
Yeah, you are tall,
have
bro.
to. I have to.
But we love everything about it, man. You guys make it look so good out there, and not. We know it's not easy, so I don't want to say it's easy because it's not. But like, how do y'all know like when it's time for yourselves? When maybe you want to go down the road and say, hey, let's play with a couple, or maybe it's just a girl, or maybe like, how do you know? Like,
It's communicate.
Right.
Literally, it's communicate. We'll check in. We have to check in. Literally daily. I work. I'll text her. We good? Or checking in. Just something to communicate.
And then while we're in the lifestyle, for me, what I always do is I'm respectful towards the woman. The opposite. If there's a couple that I'm interested in, I'm always going to approach the woman first.
So girls control this whole lifestyle. I don't care what y'all think.
Yeah.
Girls control.
I
this.
just think it's something to do. If I'm interested in a guy, I'm never gonna pretend that his wife, his fiance, his girlfriend, his significant other is not there. I will always go to her and see if there's a vibe between she and I. And then if there is, then we get to talking, and then maybe I'll flirt with the husband and he'll flirt with the wife. But I always respectfully will go to the wife first.
I love
because
that.
She is the important part of the equation.
It is
So
true.
I've had it happen to me where I've been swerved and they go straight to Dwayne, which is great. I can't blame them, but I'm here too. Like,
But
as
if
a
I-
woman,
if
can
I
you
know
come
real
talk
quick,
to
it
me?
don't work that
so
way.
so Dwayne, what's your line? Like, what do you say immediately? Like, if somebody, like, let's say she went to Buffy goes to the bathroom, like, it's my perfect time.
No, realistically, I've had it happen where it's like, hey, can I kiss you? Have you talked to Buffy or where's Buffy? I have to have consent. I will have to talk. That's something we know. That's our boundary. Everyone has their own boundaries. Some
What if
people
somebody comes? So I ask you this because Jess and I get a lot of different questions out here,
Okay.
and things
Yeah.
that sometimes are tough to troubleshoot, like in the moment,
Right.
and we look back at it, we're like, yo, could we handle that better? So like, for us, I know sometimes, and respectfully, the lifestyle universe is so amazing, and when people see us, they want to come say hi and different
Yeah,
stuff
of
and
course.
at different times. I always try to make sure that, especially if it's like a single woman, like if she's gonna come over and say hi to me, I'd like to make sure that she saw Jess first. Like, hey, did you see Jess
Absolutely.
first? Did you
Props,
make sure?
props.
Did you make her?
Yeah.
Make sure you say hi to her. Like,
Yes.
so I kind of feel like that's kind of the way. But I don't know if you had any tricks or stuff
No,
that
I mean,
you.
you nailed it.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, I guess in my head, I thought, would Buffy approve?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if she doesn't know her, now we have friends, and you get to the point where it's consent. We already
Yeah.
know. If I walk up, she's kissing somebody, oh, that's just, such and such. It's Justin. Okay, yeah, I'm ready to know.
Well, there's certain
Yeah.
stuff you got to be like, hey,
There's
we're at
certain
this
people-
point.
Yeah.
Right, it's ones that you know.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
a safe
We
space.
joke about with
Yeah.
Dan and Lacey, but we're kind of like, they mess with us. We're kind of OGs where
Right.
we've been around. So if Lacey walks up, kisses me, kisses Buffy, or Dan's not kissing me, thank God. But, just one of the things, but realistically, that's how it comes down
We've
to.
had
It's
that
comfortability.
connection.
Well, I
with
told
them.
Dan, no matter how bad he wants to kiss you, he can't.
I told him to.
He has to stop.
I said, brother,
He has to
it's all-
stop
it's
it,
all good.
Dan.
No worries.
Yeah, but you get the connection with those couples, and
Yes.
you just know who is your safe space, who is not,
Mm-hmm.
and it's okay. We've talked about it. It's great, cool, have fun. But it takes a while to get there sometimes.
does.
But when you do, it's great. It's beautiful. So
But spontaneously, it's one of those things where you just have to always say, will she approve? That's
Yeah.
how I look at it. If I
Right.
know it's not cool with her, it's not cool with me. And that's the only way. It's because respect. I respect her. This is my focus. This is who I am. And I've had people tell me, that man looks at you, she tells her, they look at you a certain way. And that's just the truth.
Yep.
Because that's who your partner is. This is all just, we say lanya. This is
this
all
is
lanya.
extra.
It's
But
extra.
I
It's all
spend my
lanya.
days and I spend my life with him.
Exactly.
So he is my priority.
Right.
That's who I'm going home with. So that's what
Right.
goes down.
And you know what's so funny too, and Jess and I kind of have it similar to that, because listen, the Secrets Hideaway, the lifestyle world, it is fantasy driven. It is a fantasy driven world. This isn't the real world. But for somebody like us, Jess, when we work and play, not play, but play in it too,
Yeah.
it's kind of 24/7 here. So we're trying
Yeah.
to find the character for the lifestyle and for Secrets and for what we do, and then our real people that
Right,
that obviously certain couples and people, if you spend time with us on a way that you'll get to see, and you'll get to see
Yeah.
like that side of us, which we want you guys to. Obviously, the more the merrier, right, babe?
That's right. And side questioner to add on to that, how do you? So I had. A brain
could ask
fart.
it.
I know I
Ask
had a
it.
brain fart for a
That's
second.
okay.
But I'll come back to it.
I know
but
talking about our personal stuff is sometimes tough a little bit too. So
It's. I know. I'll come back to it.
You know
I'll
what it is
come
too,
back to
baby?
me.
We also don't get our friends on the show that are qualified to kind of help us too. And not that it's bad. It's just that, with certain guests, they don't, some people are pushing, it's a product in the lifestyle. It's not always a couple that can share the same emotion sometimes,
So I did think of it. So Dan and Lacey, you guys are very, like, people go to you. You're like icon, kind of, like, you're a go-to for people.
And a
if they've
resource.
never been
You're a
here.
resource for people.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so are Jordan and I and Dan and Lacey. And so all the things is too is how do you combine both worlds where you still want to be nice and polite, but you still want people to respect your boundaries, but you don't want to come off mean and then put on Google reviews, Jess and Jordan suck because they turned us down or whatever. You know what I mean? So how do you...
And we don't suck, okay? Come on.
You get what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. I mean, well, she's really good. I follow her lead on these things because, I will follow her lead. It's a fine line. It's a very fine line. You don't want to be a mean girl. You don't want to wear pink on Wednesdays, whatever you say, whatever.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But you definitely want to, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be engaging. It's supposed to be a crowd. So you have to do it a certain way, but you can do it to where you can literally say, we're good, man. Now, when it gets too pushy, sometimes you have to say it. Luckily, it's never really happened to us before, but you never know. But she's better at.
I guess what I say is if I find a couple who I would love to continue a friendship with, but I'm not interested in that dynamic, I will just simply tell them, I appreciate it, thank you, but we're not interested in traveling that road. However, we would still love to be friends. And they take it gracefully, they take it okay. I don't ever want to come across as I'm better than thou, or I'm not approachable, or I'm here to help anyone. I'm here to be friends with everyone. Not every friendship has to lead to a play dynamic.
It does not. I mean, so I'll put it out there. They're watching. Some of our best friends in lifestyle is a lesbian couple. I, of course, have no say in what's going on, but they are like family.
Right.
They're very close. We've all played in the same room. We've all done stuff except for Dwayne, because Dwayne got to watch. That's about Dwayne's part.
Well, first of all, Dwayne, I'll say you have found a clique of beautiful, amazing lesbians that allow you to watch. Dwayne, to me, is one of the coolest people on the planet right now, and Dwayne's got the book that we need to read.
I am the man who's kissed. I've got to kiss both of them. Well, they've kissed me in this club.
If they gonna kiss a man, it's probably gonna be me. So no big deal.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
he gets it in other ways, okay?
I love it.
Right.
That's what I mean, but it doesn't have to be about. It doesn't have to be about always playing. It's about connection.
Yes.
We've literally gone to their house, spend time at their house with all their dogs.
Dwayne, you know why those lesbians love you? Because you're an amazing person, bro. Because you have a
that.
great heart. Because you care about everyone else in the room, Buffy first, and then everyone else in the room before yourself. You remind me a lot of two people that I know.
I am very protective of my people. We learned that. We went to an event.
Right.
There's a couple that'll be here this weekend. They're coming in. We were in Texas at an event, and this one guy, he was getting it was single male. And sometimes you have to watch out because single males can not understand the
They
situation.
don't understand their place.
Most of
or
your
how to fit
man,
in.
Dwayne, I love y'all hear Dwayne. Dwayne's killing it right now. Yo, we say this all the time. Most single males just don't know. They are not out to ruin the event.
I can tell you why. So with most single guys, they expect, I paid money to come in here, I should be getting something. It doesn't work that way.
Correct.
It does not
You
work.
have to be invited.
It doesn't work that way. So I literally swerved in, not causing a scene, but saved one from him coming up on her. Granted, I touched her booty, but coming up on her and just like stopping the thing. And that shows the husband his appreciation because I'm looking out for their people because I hope they would do that for her. And that's what you want to do. You protect your people.
And I'm sure you probably also go one step further and actually explain the etiquette of what's happening if they really,
I have. I've done it. I was like, bro, it's cool. I mean, I fist bumped him. We're cool.
Wait, you didn't know? Let me tell you.
It's all good, yeah.
Dude,
But-
Absolutely.
And think about it. Dwayne used to be a bull, and now he's in a couple full swap, soft swap. I'll let them finish that statement because
Doing
I
all
don't know
the
totally
things.
all their boundaries. But
consensually.
take someone who, like they said, both of them, trial and error. Buffy was a hot wife. They were both single, and then they figured out how to make a lifestyle work for both of them and then enhance their relationship together. Beautiful.
And enhance it.
Yes,
So
because they'll
we-
make
we
you
talk
look
boundaries.
good. They'll
We
make
talk-
you
we
look
talk
good.
boundaries. Our only boundary is same room. That's it. That's my only thing. We have to be together.
It's a safety thing. It's a safety
We want to know. That's other than that, we're good. That's
And,
let's go.
and I have met some of the coolest guys in the lifestyle in such, let's say we're in an environment, which we were before. We were in New Orleans and on Bourbon Street, which is not one of the safest places you want to find yourself alone as a female. And there were a group of us, and somehow everyone just scattered, and I found myself standing at a table alone. And one of the other husbands of who we are friends with came up to me and asked where Dwayne was, and he's like, "Well, I'm not leaving you by
I was
yourself."
in the restroom.
He was in the restroom.
His wife was in the restroom. We just kind of, I actually asked
Fellow
his wife in the
lifestylers.
restroom,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he
And
looked up.
that's what it is. Everyone looks out for everyone. And I know with guys that I'm closest to that if he walks away, I'm good. If something happens, which if you ever notice, you go into most lifestyle events, how many security guards do
Thank
you
you.
see?
I was about to say
how
that.
many? There's no need for them because we're all here with the same intent. We have the same thoughts. We have the same practice. Everybody is on the same page.
We recently went to a regular club, a regular bar, and all I saw was a bunch of young guys trying to start fights, punching in I'm like.
And for what?
We're
And
not,
that's
used
not
to that
here.
anymore.
That
We're not
doesn't
used to it
happen.
because we don't
No.
really go out except for lifestyle events. So we're used to the vibe. Everybody cool. Usually my shirt off by sometime because in there I was she's like, you
They
can't
probably wanted to fight you first because your shirt was off. They're like, oh, this guy's got his shirt
I'm
off.
saying you can't get your shirt off
Exactly.
here. I'm like, yeah, I forgot.
And then you put it back on and said coochie tickler, right? And you're like, I
Yeah.
can't even get this right. You know, it's the wrong shirt.
That's how it goes normally, you know?
Oh, man.
But
Yo,
not-
chopping it up with Dwayne and Buffy. This is awesome, y'all. And guys, while you're talking to, we got the chat lighting up here with so many amazing lifestylers saying so many amazing things about y'all. And just talking, they're saying Secrets is helping, Sylvia said, Secrets is helping her gain her confidence.
Absolutely.
Feel free and not judged every time she comes. So that's awesome, Sylvia.
Absolutely.
Great stuff.
Yes.
Awesome. And babe, we got our friend Kimberly in the house. She's watching. And
Kimberly.
from Port Richie. And we got Devin Nick loving it. And Brenda says, Dwayne is the man. And that's right. They love you guys so much. Jackie and Steve watching again. So a lot of great people on the chat, y'all. Thanks to everybody, our entire lifestyle community for checking in, dropping a comment. If you have a question or comment for Dwayne, for Buffy, all things lifestyle, if you've been feeling uncomfortable about something, maybe it's a tough topic you haven't had the ability to speak about, it's pretty easy talking right here in person with them. It doesn't get much easier than this, right, babe?
That is correct. And I was thinking about this Buffy because I got a little fun fact of Jordan Marshall because I'm going to spill beans a little bit
can't
while
wait
it's
to
on.
see what
'cause
you don't
ADD
tell
is
you now.
kicking in. But do you know Jordan used to do mail review?
Sure did.
I would love to see, maybe we can talk to Dwayne and Jordan, see if they have a mail review dance off.
We'll have a mail off. We'll have a mail off.
I know, to wipe it off.
Well, I'm 10.99 now, so I can wear my extra short shorts. And
I'm down for
let's
whatever.
do it, baby. Let's do it. You know what? Dwayne and myself will be poolside at some point, wiping something off this weekend.
Absolutely.
Come check us out. Right?
I'm excited, and if you don't have a ticket for this weekend, you might want to get one.
You might want to get them. Hey, speaking of tickets, we still have those day and night passes available. I know that we are in sold out season. We're pretty much sold out. But the best part about takeover weekends and the weeks of the takeover weekends is that for whatever reason, there's always a handful of people that bought a ticket, early on, and then something happens. Somebody's sick. Kids got to go somewhere else. Maybe there's a soccer tournament or something going on. Who knows? But something happens. So make sure you check the socials. Check the Secrets Hideaway official page on Facebook. Make sure you're checking the Swinger Society pages, right, for any available rooms that'll come up, right, Boo?
That's right. And so, out of all the places, because do you follow Swinger Society and Swing Nation everywhere to all the parties they go to? Because they go to other places.
Pretty much.
Yes.
We're travelers. We base our vacation time and all that stuff around Swing Nation events.
Well, you guys are like these unsung brand ambassadors,
I'm a hype man. I didn't
the
even know it.
cheerleaders they never asked for,
Didn't even know
Yeah.
it. So actually talking about just real quick, so we do cover
please.
because I know he's gonna get away. One thing I do love about the events is
Yes.
the theme nights. So like this weekend we have, they always do a good job. I think Friday is Disney Princess
Yes.
and Saturday is Villain.
Yes.
Now, that'd be a Disney villain, it's just villains.
Like,
Villains.
So I like, but people don't realize how big of a deal that is because I mean, you get a whole wardrobe. I had a car full of stuff for her to wear 2 bottoms at the pool. That's all
But
she
it's
wears
so
all
cool
weekend.
because you get to be someone
like, babe, you got my bottoms?
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, you get to be someone you can't normally be
But
at
it
home.
is, it's a lot of fun because you put time and effort to it. Everybody gets kicked out of it. I always say it's dress up and you have fun.
best.
I'm known for my wigs. I usually have a wig on.
He usually has
I
a wig on.
Something like that, because I mean,
Almost always.
gotta do something with it. But
We
yeah,
love
so-
the themes, the costumes, all the energies, getting dressed up every weekend when it almost feels like Halloween weekend every
Yes,
weekend.
yes.
And you're right, Buffy. It is such a great excuse for everybody to kind of get outside of their norm. If you ever wanted to be a character at all in your life, if you ever seen the movie Step Brothers, the dad looks at the brothers at one point and says, "When I was young, I wanted to be a dinosaur. And I never could be a dinosaur." And it's just the most ridiculous conversation you ever heard. But if you really think about it, At one point, we all wanted to be or still want to be something. And these lifestyle events, Secrets Hideaway included, obviously, as the pinnacle, we give you the opportunity to be another person. Be that character, embrace it, put on whatever you want, get crazy. You know, you want to live your alias and get nutty. That's what this fantasy-driven experience is all about, right, babe?
And yes, and talk about too, even BDSM, how you can channel role playing in that way too. Could you imagine you're a Dom villain and y'all, I'm just thinking about it, you know, the fantasies that are happening. It's just so crazy. And just even the ideas people come up with. I'm not going to say what Dwight's wearing this weekend. But like what outside the box thinking, you know, for sky's the limit with
That's pretty much
creativity.
it. So I mean, we joked that first.
You're
night.
going to love it.
I'll say the first night. So I'm gonna be. She's a princess. And
Snow White, it's the hair.
She's Snow White. So I'm
I love
Princess
that.
Security. I'm Princess Security. So I have a Princess Security. I'm gonna have some kind of wig.
Always a wig.
Yeah, the glasses, but I'm security. I have my
You
gun.
got to make sure Snow
My
White
guns, yeah.
gets around the property
For real.
Yeah.
properly. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if anyone's had a fantasy of doing a security man, talk to Buffy first.
Yeah. You talk to Buffy and then get your security guard on, you know?
Obviously Snow White first, and then go for security, you know?
But, you know, Dwayne, you definitely preheated the oven. We've got, obviously, the princess theme and the villain theme. So, that you know, babe, the costumes this weekend are going to be extra crazy.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think what Thursday is Happily Ever After?
Something like
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It is Thursday. It is happily ever after.
Happily ever after.
After hours.
Yeah.
Nice. So if you haven't gotten the idea, we're kind of going with the whimsical. It's like our version of, you know, the kingdom, the princesses, the villains, the action. So if you know, and you know, we're the real park for adults over here anyway. So, you know, make sure you come check it and come hang out with your faves. It's a Swinger Society Takeover weekend. We're locked in with Dwayne and Buffy in the mix, y'all, on behalf of Swinger Society. Now, it's going to be an action-packed weekend. We've got all the Swinger Society games, all the fun, prizes. There's going to be amazing DJs here on this weekend to rock and roll and play. Yeah, we got that room crawl kicking off.
Yeah, that's always a blast.
Yep. Now, don't forget, y'all, we're going to meet for that room crawl at 7:45 underneath the Tiki Bar, and we're probably going to get everybody rolling from there. Well, actually, either Tiki Bar or Spa Bar, and we're going to rock and roll. Dan and Lacey will usually give the 411, right?
That's right. And do you guys want to tell for our lifestylers that doesn't know what a room crawl is, especially a Swinger Society room crawl?
Educate 'em.
Because I think they do it differently than other ones. I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Yeah. So a room crawl is just a bunch different people who volunteer to have a theme for their room, and they host new people. So you just kind of go room to room. You get to meet new people. You mix. So it's a big mixer. You
meet people in the rooms, but you also meet people while you're
walking around.
So it just kind of gets you.
It's pre-gaming
it's
before
pre-gaming.
everything kind of kicks off, but
pre-gaming.
it's super fun. It's one of the best things here when we do come to the events. So yeah, definitely to look forward to.
I also want to give a shout out. So like we talk about Swing Nation, Dan, Lacey, Mandy, Diana, they do a great job. behind
Such a
the
great
scenes.
team, y'all.
They
The
do
whole
so much fun.
shout out to
So
the Swinger Society
always give that
Rockstar
to them.
team, y'all. You guys
Always
kill
give
it.
that to them because they go above and beyond. I mean, we've had issues a couple times, some of the room, and you give Mandy has it fixed right there.
Right there, yeah.
Diana, Diana does above and beyond. I can't even put in words the stuff I've seen her just take care of and fix it. She does.
I love it.
She fixes it. So they
The
really-
team has layers. You guys have depth to this
Extremely,
team. It's
extremely. So,
And
great.
we love Dirty D.
That's right.
Dirty
She's the
D.
best.
Dirty D.
Getting it. Right here on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast, y'all. And hanging out with our amazing friends. This weekend is live with our Swinger Society Takeover weekend. Don't forget, like we said, the hotel itself is pretty much sold out, but check out for those day and night passes. They're available, y'all. Come hang with us. Come party with us. Come get crazy. It is going to be nonstop action, dancing and vibes. You see Dwayne and the crew. We're going to be line dancing, getting crazy, a whole bunch of music. I'm amped up, baby. And then tomorrow, too, don't forget, we've got Newbie Thursday still on top of this. So shout out to all of our newbies that are rocking and rolling. If you're considering lifestyle, considering Secrets Hideaway, this is a great weekend to come and meet some amazing people.
So Swing Nation also does NIPS. NIPS is for newbies.
That's right.
So if you're new to the event, a few of us OGs are going to answer questions, take you around, show you things. There's quite a few of us that volunteer who will help out just to kind of say, hey, we were at your party one time, and we wish we'd have had this when we started, somebody talking to us about it.
This is so cool. And Dwayne is actually talking about the Newbies Introductory Program at Secrets Hideaway, NIPS, all right? So that was actually kicked off and coined by Dan and Lacey and the crew here, and they started that, I think, 2 times ago.
Yeah.
And it's every time it's better. It's a great way to get the Takeover weekend started. It gives everybody a good starting point
Absolutely.
to kind of be like, hey, this is the kickoff and the fun, right? And they do that under Tiki Bar.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's like adult summer camp when you go and you need those people to help show you around, you know, get you the 411. So that's really cool how they do that, you know, and just make people think about lifestyle too, and just secrets is setting everyone up for success, whatever that looks like. And even if you do have questions, there's no, you know, dumb question, because we're all learning, we're all scared, we're all nervous. We're all trying to figure out, we like to F and do crazy things and be weird, and let's figure out how to be weird together.
It is. So I will say,
Amen.
anyone who I've seen newbie who's come here, I've never seen them like, let's say have a bad experience, but most of the time they come back. We have a couple that we've gotten to be very close with in a short period of time. They came to Secrets last event we had, and they're right back here, and then they've talked about next one already. Because they saw just the involvement, how good everybody gets along.
Well, like us, we
how
haven't
close.
missed the secret since we've came our first
No,
time.
this is
Yeah.
that's
we,
our 10th
we
time.
come every time. Yeah.
So it's 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
That is crazy. If you guys don't know, Secrets Hideaway is the place to be. Even Buffy and Dwayne travel from,
Louisiana.
thank you,
That's
to
The Bayou, baby.
If that doesn't sell it enough for you, if we don't sell it enough for you, if sex doesn't sell it enough for you, I don't know, just come check it out.
Yeah, and on top of that, we've got a pretty cool dungeon. It's called Club Swingster, a whole BDSM side of things here at Secrets in the Lifestyle that you might want to check out. That's actually mine and Jess's favorite journey. And one of the cool parts is we've started to have our Club Swingster team from the dungeon outside poolside on the weekend. So they're giving flogging demos, and it's almost like when the sunlight's out, BDSM in the dark dungeon doesn't seem so scary. So
doesn't.
it's a great way to start, you know?
It's comfortability. It's one thing. So we are part of that lifestyle as well. We get into that. She more than me. She's about. I'm a giver, not a receiver for that part. But she experienced that event we just recently went to. It was electric pleasure.
Right.
So she was literally with a flogger, but it had electric. And she was
That was
just,
nice.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I've
Crazy,
never seen
right?
her. I've only seen her jump a few times that way, and it was hot. I got a video somewhere.
Jess and I like pain, so
Yeah,
right, baby?
that's right up your alley. If you haven't tried it and you're into it, I highly recommend it.
I say
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Buffy and I were very talking, and you two have very similar personalities of what we're looking for in Dom personas.
If Dwayne keeps it up, I'll shave my head and we'll be
I like grabbing your hair though.
okay. All right, we'll figure it out. Hey, listen, this is how we break it down here on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. When you're here with your family, it's family, you know?
Yeah.
I'll find a skin.
But not that kind of family because maybe we'll see each other naked. You know, it's better like that.
Jordan, don't forget about the test.
Ooh, I love it. Hey, don't forget, y'all, we do have our STI testing that's in the house this weekend. This Thursday. It kicks off awesome. So we got Dan and Lacey on the flyer there. Ray, bring that up onto the screen. During our Swinger Society event, we will have our special STI testing courtesy of the Swinger Society group. They're running special deals, and that's going to be rocking out. Check that out right there. And that is in honor of our takeover weekend. And they want everybody just to kick off the weekend in style, safe, worry-free. What a great idea, right, babe?
An amazing idea, and I think that helps too people who want to play together, and then it's like, I know I can get tested, everyone has their papers, and everything's copacetic.
So at the end of the day, most of the time, and majority of it, there's always protection, but we always go another step. And that's a question. We get a little more into family. We talk a little about family. We explain, our kids are a little bit older, and one of the questions that came to her from one of our kids was that, are you being safe? Buffy had one of the best answers. She says, I'm asking you a question. You're in your 20s. Have you ever been tested? His answer was no.
Nice.
I get tested every 6 months.
Boom.
At least.
That conversation probably stopped right
No,
there.
he was
Yeah.
like,
At
I
least
appreciate
every
it.
6 months. And if we're
But what a great
doing
first
lot of
question
things- yeah.
from, like, you know, when you ask, Jess and I don't have kids, you know what I mean? And, like, I can only imagine, like, when the subject comes up, it was handled so delicately and properly from your kids, first of all, coming to you. It was a great question. Like, hey, are you being, Mom, Dad, I love you guys. Are you being safe? You know, not like, how can you do this or something weird or, you know? So did that kind of weigh in on how, like, I know that was a lot based on the answer, giving what made you give such a great answer in return, but did you know you were going to get such a good question?
Yeah, I kind of did. I've always had a relationship like that with my kids where I've always been just an open book. And if you have anything you need to ask, come talk to me. We'll talk. And he really had no other questions after that. And it's just how we are with our kids.
Communication.
I give it
Yeah.
such a tip of the hat because I remember my parents said the same thing, like, come talk to us, anything you know, if you have a question. And I remember asking those questions. I'm like, hey, I remember you said I should come to you for this, and this isn't
Yeah.
going over the way that you said it kind of would. So huge kudos to being like a mom and handling such a crazy subject with your kid and like adulting it, right?
Yeah, for
Awesome.
sure.
Because like I said, we have our fur babies, so I don't even know.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right? I mean, Jess, us and kids, I don't know.
Let me tell you, if our kids are anyway how we train our children, our puppies,
Our fur babies.
we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Bruno, I'm gonna send you guys a video. He is Jordan Marshall to a T in pup form.
It's me with paws. It's terrible.
It is the craziest.
Terrible. I'm like, how'd you get like this? I'm like, oh yeah, I trained you.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm okay with all the things right now.
I'll say this one will appreciate it
Mm-hmm.
because the fact is that Buffy has a thing. So we have a lot of friends with fur babies. She has a whole in her phone.
I have an album of all
album
of my
just
lifestyle friends.
of all the friends, pets.
Yeah, I
The
do.
dogs, everybody. She just something about if it's a dog, or I mean cat too, but it's a dog. She's
Yep.
you got her.
Yep, pretty
got
much.
her.
The things that we learn here with our
I
amazing friends.
know.
Hey, if you bring your dog here with you this weekend, you might score extra points with.
Yeah.
Buffy's
Dwayne
running.
and
She's
Buff.
coming to you. Right?
I'm going to.
What's
Yes,
his name?
I will.
Yeah, Putter's gonna be here.
I'll remember.
I love it,
remember the
y'all.
dog.
Hey, it's been such a great show. We're almost ready to put a pin in this amazing episode. We've been chatting it up for almost an hour, y'all, with our amazing friends, Dwayne and Buffy from Swinger Society. You've heard us talking about it. It is a Swinger Society takeover weekend right here. It's the spring and getting into the summer soon of 2026. And man, if you have not been to Secrets Hideaway yet, or you haven't been here in a while, you gotta come through. We got all the vibes, all the action. This is a one-of-one party. This is the only place in the country you can get down like this, and it's a one of like 5 in the world, Jess. So, I mean, we got to do this.
Where are you going? Secrets Hideaway, y'all. If they can come here from Louisiana, y'all can get here if you're in the state of Florida.
That's right, baby. And like I said, guys, it's been such a great show. Thank you guys so much for opening up and just
Thank you.
talking to everybody. And we're very excited. We'll definitely be having you back in the future. And we're super pumped for the weekend. Before we sign off and get to all the party and get this weekend going, Buff, why don't you give everybody your socials a little bit in case everybody wants to, get a hold of people and,
Yeah,
if
sure.
they have questions for you, or maybe they want to meet up this weekend if they come on out,
Absolutely, yes. If y'all are here, for sure, come tell us hi. But
Please.
yes, please. On Instagram, I'm Energizer BB. There's a story behind that. You'll have to ask Dan. And
Well, we got to leave something for the next episode you come
Yeah.
back.
On
We're going to talk about the
Facebook.
Energizer BB next one.
Yeah, Facebook is Buffy Breen. So yeah, definitely come say hi.
Before we sign off, I just want to thank you guys for this type of platform, giving this platform to everyone to see. I watch. You guys know I watch y'all every week.
Yes, you do.
So I want to thank kudos to you two.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
y'all for
Yes.
this platform because this right here helps everything. We've had so many stories about people in the community that it's going south real bad for no reason. You guys helping educate this platform. Kudos.
Yes.
So
Thank
cool,
y'all.
man.
Thank you.
That gives me goosebumps. I don't know how it makes you feel, babe, but
It does.
Jordan, Dwight LeGrand said, shout out to the best wing woman ever. Buffy."
that's right. That's right. Yo, listen, man. I'm telling you, these Legrands, they know what they're talking about. I'm telling you, right now. If you haven't met Dwayne's other better half, you might have seen last time. So Dwayne brought his brother into the picture. Now, this is another. So we got Dwayne's brother on the chat. Shout out to Dwight, yo, who is also a homie, supports not only Swinger Society, Dwayne, Buffy, the whole crew, but this dude. Jess and I had the pleasure of meeting him last time.
We did.
And, before we, put a pin in the show, I just want to say that, you understand people and a culture and a family, and there's a vibe, man. Like, this energy, Dwayne, that you bring, and your brother, and Buffy, and basically anybody that you're associating with, they're going to have a certain type of energy and honesty. There's real want to be a part of something. And that is such a great feeling because that feels like us. That feels like we're doing it. So that's why, when you say thank you, Dwayne, that means something so much bigger than anything else because Jess and I, we love being with each other right now. And we catch a lot of flack sometimes for not swinging right now in the lifestyle. Some people confuse that with us being lifestylers or swingers. And you guys are always for people like y'all who swing a lot, who definitely get it. You don't have to get it in certain situations where you understand the chemistry. And we can't thank you enough for that because that's amazing, y'all. Like that's lifelong friendship shit.
Absolutely.
That I probably haven't gotten from a real person in 10, 15 years. So all y'all from Jersey who are watching us here, you're in it because you're part of the lifeline, the blood. But these lifestyle relationships that you make in 5 minutes feel like 50 years. And It used to mind F me all the time, Jess. It's crazy, right?
It is, y'all. You can really, truly, like, even Jordan and I aren't Floridians from birth,
Not from birth.
but
At heart.
it's so, exactly. And it's just so cool how we can move somewhere totally different, completely not know anyone. Jordan's parents are here, but like, have literally, like you said, you can see someone 6 months later and it's like no time has passed and it's like, yo,
Yeah.
there's our friend, there's our energy, there's our people that help. You know, sometimes when you just are having a crappy day and you just need the universe to be like, universe, I need you today. And then you have your people and lifestyle that are like, yo, how are you doing? And you're just like, what just happened? I'm like, and it's just so, like I said, the organic and how it all just comes together and how you manifest and just the understanding and just being there is shades of gray, and that's A-okay.
Absolutely.
And we'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
The best way I can sum it up is it is cathartic for one's soul. It really is. When you leave here, you feel reset, you feel replenished. It's amazing.
Absolutely incredible stuff, y'all. And make sure if you jumped onto this episode a little bit later, didn't catch the full thing, you could run this episode back. DJ Infinite, the homie Ray is going to keep this episode rolling for the rest of the week. And then we're going to move it to our YouTube channel. So make sure when you go and you search Secrets Hideaway on YouTube, Ray, that channel is our Secrets Uncensored YouTube channel. You can see all the episodes and keep up with us, y'all. Make sure you like, follow, and share this stream out. Like Dwayne says, Jess and I have had such a great time for just about 3 years, bringing information, content, guests, fun situations, just whatever the lifestyle is calling for in that moment. We want to talk about it with y'all. You guys and gals are our soundboard as much as we are for you guys. It's all therapy, right?
Definitely.
I feel like it all is without the doctorate.
In the best way. And that's why, like, it is cheaper than therapy. It's more fun than therapy.
A lot more fun than therapy.
Exactly. I'm like, so let's figure it out and have some fun.
So well said, baby. And with that, you know what? It wouldn't be a show if you didn't, you take us in, you got to take us home,
Before you forget, don't forget your mashup.
Oh, man, I forgot about our own party. That's so crazy. It's nuts. Hey, coming up at the end of the month, April the 26th, we do have Mashup Sundays back in the house for y'all. Last month, Jess and I kicked off the series. It's our 3rd year running, and we got some great guest DJs that are going to be coming in the last Sunday of every month to rock and roll with you here outside poolside at Secrets. Now, Jess and I will be in the house on that last Sunday of the day. We're also running our brand new Secrets Hideaway street fair for everybody. So we're going to have a lifestyle influence market every last Sunday of the month with things like, maybe Fairville is going to pop up. Maybe we'll have our Sling Swing friends with their sex swing popping up under the tiki. We've got lifestyle trucker hat people, all kinds of cool stuff. And you got to be here the last Sunday of the month to check them out, right, babe?
That's right. And IVs as well.
That's
and I
right.
believe we also have IVs here this weekend, y'all. So
We sure do.
got B-Mondo in the building this weekend. So if you feel a little dehydrated or need a little extra oomph to get you through your weekend, B-Mondo's got you.
That's right. We got that secret sauce, the upside down pineapple punch, baby, and we'll hook it right to the veins. So with that being said, it's going to be an epic weekend. And, they wouldn't give us the full paycheck here at Secrets Hideaway if we didn't recommend and represent our VIP team, like Ray said. So make sure you get with Secrets and get with the VIPs. You got Maria hooking y'all up. She's got your cabana life. She's got your VIP life inside the nightclub. So we got our amazing Secrets Hideaway staff that's ready with the bottles, all the good time. And whether you're celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, or you're just looking for an excuse to party, VIP is the way to go.
You want your own booth, you want your own cabana where you can be private and do things in public or not, VIP at secretsfl.com.
That's the way to do it, y'all. And we hope you all enjoyed this amazing episode right here on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. A big thank you to Dwayne and Buffy. Thank you guys so much. We love
Thank
y'all.
you.
And make sure you come on out and catch us this weekend for the Swinger Society Takeover Weekend. You got to be in it to win it to experience it.
That's right. And one question for Dwayne and Buffy, because normally we do a 10 and 10, but we're going to do a 1 and 1.
A 1-and-1 to close them out.
Do you prefer morning or evening sex, you two?
When do you guys get it in? Or is it just whenever,
Or is it
wherever?
24/7?
24/7.
I'm about to say this, morning and evening.
How many times a day do you think you say you guys
On
get
average?
it? Yeah.
Like this one? Oh my God.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be like full penetration. Just doing sexy stuff. Like,
Sexy stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all day. I mean, phone sex, it's all day. I won't lie.
We're not hit. We got to hit our. We're hitting rookie numbers here, girl. We got rookie numbers.
my
We gotta.
goodness.
At least one to two a day, sex wise.
Okay.
But sexy time? What time is it?
Pictures always back and
What
forth.
time? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and some of them are privileged. Like, so y'all need to get on our Snap group.
Okay.
You see some privileged.
I heard Telegram's a new thing. Everybody's talking about this Telegram. I don't know.
I know we Snap.
Well, see, people, yeah. I heard Snap, and then I'm going to talk to you this weekend, Dwayne. I need a couple of new go-tos in my brain. I got to repackage the Jess and Jordan relationship. I got to get a little sexier for my girl, you know.
I love
Now
you.
you can take 'em home.
I love you. All right, y'all. We got a one of one, and maybe come talk to him and get some other questions that you want to know, and go talk to him and find out for yourself. But until then, thank you so much, Dwayne and Buffy. Thank you so much, DJ Infinite, and thank you so much, of course, Jordan Marshall.
It's my pleasure.
Wouldn't have it any other way. And thank you, friends, for listening, lifestylers. We couldn't do it without you. So once again, stay tuned next weekend, same time, Hump Day, 5 p.m. Secrets Hideaway live podcast.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.